ladies and gents. I hope that you're having an amazing day. But if not, of course, we're here to try and make it better. Welcome to another edition of Coffee Break Plugged In. And you know what it is? When we have the word plugged in there, it means that I'm not going to be alone. Well, sadly, I'm the only jock that you have right now. I would have wanted Shai to be here. I'm sure she has a lot more questions to ask, or maybe Chloe even and Sam. But you got me. You're beyond the radio again. My name is Nick, and today it's going to be a fun edition because I'm joined by the coolest crew of the 90s, I would say. I'm trying to learn more about them. If I'm gonna be honest, I was about maybe 4 or 5 years old when they were performing, and I was just doing my research. Please welcome, of course, with me today is Sun Valley Crew. Of course, I'm joined by Sir Rye and Sir Joseph. How are you guys doing?
We're good. Thanks for having us, Nick.
Good.
We're really happy to be here and excited.
Yeah, I am excited too. I'm sure I'm very excited to know your stories. I'm trying to look at the comments on YouTube, and your fans really did miss you. Just a few years ago, you came back, you got together again, and you released some good music. And they were saying that in the 90s, just bring hip hop back to the OPM industry. They were saying that they bought your albums, your physical albums before. So how did it feel, just getting back together after all this time?
Gandang segue nun. We never really, we never really officially take a break every time we do this. It's really funny to everyone because we do music when we feel like doing music. And as weird and as funny as it sounds, it's really how we're set up. So we don't talk about it like, oh, I can't do this muna and then I'm gonna take a break, or you it's never like that. It's always, if it feels, it's always natural for us. So kung magkasama kami and then hindi namin napag-usapan yung music, then we're not gonna do music and we're not gonna force it. But when we do, we come out with music. So we never really, split up or anything like that.
Yeah.
Hindi kami, we're always together.
Wow, that's fantastic. It has always been organic. I'm sure your fans know how you started, but for those of us who are just becoming new fans, can you tell us more about how the crew started? And I also wanted to ask, because I don't want to assume that you guys are a band. Do you call yourself a group, a crew? Ano ba yung mas preferred na tawag sa group?
And any actually would do because any would do kasi around early 2000 naging banda din kami. So anything. And to your question, how did we start? It was actually me and Joseph who started it. It was actually Joseph, siya yung una. Si Joseph lang yung nag-iya sa akin.
Cool.
And this was when Masterplan, I'm not sure if you guys know who Masterplan is, one of the OGs of hip-hop then in the Philippines. We were good friends with them. Actually, fan kami ng Masterplan, and we would always tag along whenever they do shows.
Yeah.
So when they left, they went back to the States. Wala na kaming magawa ni Joseph. Wala na kaming masamahan. But our good friend DJ MOD was also part of Masterplan, decided to form a group. And si Joseph yung unang niyaya niya. And sunod ako. Ewan ko, naalala mo ito, yung parang ayoko magsulat. Natatakot ako talaga. But after writing one song, as they say, the rest was history. I fell in love with it. Joseph fell in love with it. And the name Sun Valley Crew also came from our friends from Masterplan. Kasi nga, since sabit kami ng sabit pag may show sila, there was this one time they did a show in Angeles. Kasama ka ba nun, Joe?
Yeah.
Sa Angeles. Diba tayo nila Butch? One of the members, shinout out kami, nasa gilid kami siya. Like Rara boys kami nun. And then they said, big shout out to the Sun Valley Crew. And it was us. So it stuck. And we were like, since kasi lahat kami that time from Sun Valley subdivision here in Parañaque.
Even Butch.
That made sense.
Even Butch.
Si Butch, kahit si Butch is yung one of the members. Dito din wala na pala ako Sun Valley. Sun Valley din nakatira yan that time. So that's the story behind the name. That's how basically how it started.
Yeah, so I was listening to your songs from before, and the music video talagang it screams 90s eh. 90s teens talaga. Kaya I'm wearing plaid today because I felt like ito yung mga natin, damitan natin dati. So yeah. So I wanted to ask you that. So thank you for sharing that. But it's been, well, let's say kung 90s naging active yung Sun Valley crew, no? You said you like never stopped naman, you never talked about like breaking up or kung ano man, you just continued with your lives. Did you go into different fields then apart from doing music while you were in the crew, or was this more of like a full-time thing for you?
We did. Si Joseph did his own thing, negosyo. Same with Ryan, and si RJ, who was supposed to be do this interview with us, took over yung club ng family nila. So it was only me who somehow stayed in the industry. Medyo lahat ng ginawa ko music related. I worked in a studio. I was a radio DJ. I won't mention the station na lang.
Later na lang.
Mamaya na lang. Kwento ko na lang sa'yo. So, I was the one with the link in music.
I see.
But si RJ din, di ba? Late na din siya huminto eh. Actually, mid-2000. Because LJ, si Roy Señanes actually produced, I think, 2 solo albums siya eh, di ba?
2 solo. Yeah, dalawa.
So, it was just that. And right after kasi the third album, it was then, life happens, like, anak, kinasal, and responsibilities, and not that we're saying that music can, support whatever we were doing, but it was, naturally you'll find something more stable and during that time. And we just had to do our own thing, and it was mutual. It was, we understood everyone's situation.
Right.
We weren't like, hindi mo pwede gawin yan, kailangan music pa rin tayo. It wasn't like that. It was okay. You have to do your thing. I'll do my thing.
Right.
It was just that. It was very mutual.
Yeah, so you guys were still very supportive. I guess you have your families now. I've seen the recent video, and you were very positive on that. I'm seeing the kids and your family, and that was great. So over the years, you maintained this is something that we will be talking about today because it's like because it has been all over social media. I don't have to mention the band, but there's a particular band that, of course, a lot of people love, and maybe the fans were hurt. The fans were hurt because they found out that apparently they are not really friends. They're band members, they're a group member, but they're not really friends, according to their lead vocalist. So I would like to know what your thoughts are regarding this. Kasi ilang years of, I would say it's a friendship for you, right? I mean, I don't think you have to answer that. It's more of a friendship for you. But for other bands, what are your thoughts on this? Was there ever a time when you thought, at trabaho lang to alam mo yun, parang hindi tayo tropa dito.
Let me start it off before magsalita si Joe. Because I think marami ding sasabihin si Joseph. Before we even started Sun Valley Crew, me and Joseph were already friends.
Cool.
Since grade 1.
Grade 1. Oh, grabe. Magkaibigan na kami yan. Seatmate ko yan eh. So, I guess the thing is, in that situation, whatever they, hindi malabong totoo yun, and then hindi rin malabong pwede yun.
Yeah.
It's not a prerequisite, di ba? Na parang kailangan magbanda ka lang pag magkakaibigan yun. No. There are a lot of bands, and here's the thing, those that are successful and are still together today, they're not friends. Believe me.
Okay.
Kasi, yung mix, that saying, di ba, na pag sa kaibigan, pag nag-ano na kayo ng negosyo at ginawa nyo ng trabaho,
yeah, it's true.
99.9% of the times, hindi talaga mag-work. Because,
right.
Kaya nga kayo magkaibigan because, you escape sometimes yung stress that you go through on your work.
Yeah.
And go to your friends to relieve yourself from that stress. So,
right.
Ang labo lang na mixture. Because also for us, nung time na yung mga first album, syempre, umpisa, masaya, di ba, Joe?
Yeah.
Oo, sabay-sabay. Pero nung mga second album, nagkakambagaan na kami. Dahil, magkakasama kayo almost every week,
Yeah.
It started to feel like work.
Right.
It started to feel like, we're doing this for something else, not just the music.
Yes.
And that's when it's really hard. And even if you look at it, like, kahit, diba, along the way, meron talagang mangyayari. And it's only natural. It's only natural. And for us, I guess the only reason why we're still together is, like I said, we never treated music as our go-to in life, our job, our bread and butter.
Right.
At least not for the others, For me, medyo ako yung
nandun sa
Yeah. But as collective, as a group, we never did. And like, it's never been an issue for us, diba?
Yeah.
Yun, katulad ni Joseph, kami nga, nag-start kami magkaibigan. And until now, kaibigan pa naman tayo, di ba, pare?
Yeah, we just have to make sure. Talaga ba, Sir Joseph? Yeah.
Baka kinikim ka dyan, pare, baka interviewin ka sa iba.
Labas na.
Doon ko ilalabas.
Sir Joseph, go ahead. I'd like to hear from you as well. Sige po.
Joseph.
Sa amin, ewan ko, ganun nga, kaibigan. Pero pwede rin yun, maganda rin yun, yung gamitan lang kayo para wala kayo samaan ng loob.
Oo.
Hindi, yun kasi, gumagana yun sa mga negosyante, yun nga, yung work talaga.
Oo.
Pag sinabi nila yung music, yung work nila, pwede yun, di ba? Kami kasi, parang hindi naman. Kaibigan
it's
kami,
like your
music,
breather.
Yeah.
Parang breather nyo yung music di ba?
Yeah.
Yun lang, hindi ganun kaseryosong na sisirain namin pag magiging magkaibigan namin para lang sa music.
Right. But you mentioned that for some, di ba, it works. Pag nakita nilang parang trabaho siya, ano mo yun, parang sige, gamitan, ganyan. But how do you feel, like, for example, if your fans say na parang hindi, alam mo yun, parang it feels like you owe them something. Because I know I'm not against it. Honestly, I understand. It's an industry, and we just gotta work. Like for us, it could be just work. But for the fans who really pour their heart out and even their money, buying all the albums and everything, supporting the band, it might hurt a little bit. So, what could be your thoughts on that?
Like I said, it works dun sa band, hindi sa fans.
Ayun.
Yeah. And it's only natural, like fans would always feel that way. And I don't think it's also your responsibility to satisfy them just by saying, "Okay, we're friends." And then,
but you're not.
Again,
really,
you're not, diba? So now that goes beyond music, diba? And now you know that the fans aren't really just there for your music, but how your character, how you look like, how you, the package, the whole package, which is also okay, diba? Kasi minsan ganun din talaga, like, some of our fans, like you, napansin mo yung how we dress up, it's not just the music, diba? It's the whole package. But it's, again, like, it's not gonna be the responsibility of the band members to be friends, let's be friends. And the fans, okay lang, diba? Parang you're really bound. Some would really be disappointed about that. And
that's right.
But that's just the reality, diba?
Yeah.
Yung iba, talagang trabaho lang. Yung iba sa amin, minsan naman, barkada kami more than anything, or we're friends more than the music, you know.
Right.
Parang secondary lang yung music even for us, you know,
Mahal lang namin talaga yung music.
Yeah, which is
doing
great, diba? You're doing it for the love of it, but we also can't blame, diba, the famous bands na talagang naman nagiging bread and butter na nila yun, because it has been like that for years now. Parang di pa pala. Magti-teen ako nung early 2000s. And wala namang social media nun, di ba? So we have no way of knowing what's going on sa backstage. And now it's like more complicated. Like the fans are getting so involved in it. And while that's not a bad thing, you know, it's good actually for the band. Pero medyo nagko-cross na rin ng line eh. Diba? But it crosses the line. Because at the end of the day, we have to know it's an industry. But for guys like you, diba, yeah, great, it works for you because you're there for the love of music. Pero would you say that for professional reasons, be it in a band or sa office, ganyan, because we have our listeners are mostly, of course, working sa offices. Do you think that there really should be a line? Should you be close friends with your colleagues, or do you think na parang dapat merong yung boundaries? Let's start with Sir Joseph.
Boundaries, syempre may boundaries.
Okay.
Syempre, like kami kasi ni Ryan, wala kaming boundaries dito dahil grade 1 pa lang kasama ko mga ibang nami-meet mo, syempre kailangan alamin mo muna.
So work, definitely. Ako, this is again my personal take on it.
Right.
Just don't, just limit whatever relationship that you keep it work related, Now, outside work, or let's say you move to another company and you feel like you started something, a friendship with that guy, then pwede na. Pero while you're working together, really it's hard.
Yeah.
Personal stuff would really get in the way with work. And sometimes your decision making, diba, sa how you decide on things will be affected on certain things when you're friends with whoever you work with, diba? Like for instance, diba, boss mo yung kaibigan mo.
Yeah.
And you're doing crazy stuff, diba? The boss will have a hard time trying to get rid of you, or trying to at least reprimand you, diba? So like if you talk about diba, yung mga big companies, sometimes they don't allow that. Parang it's really not gonna work, You have to limit dapat may space pa rin. Like what Joseph said, may boundaries na talaga. Wag mawala.
Yeah. Is that the same thing for the creative industry? For, let's say, for the more artistic department, ganyan, sa mga musicians, artists, do you think there are times when that also applies? Or mahirap siyang lagyan ng boundary?
It depends sa situation, Like, let's talk about, there are boy bands. And most of the boy bands that are famous right now, even today, were built from the diba, binuo sila, and they're not really friends,
Yeah.
And they're in it for one reason, and one reason only, to really make it in the music industry and not somehow become big, and that can also work, diba?
Right.
Because from the get-go, off the bat, alam mo na hindi, trabaho lang to, we're gonna do our stuff, no such personal relationship. So, sa creatives kasi depende talaga sa sitwasyon. Like, I have friends that are still together and still doing business sa graphics design, and sa and they're dalawa sila mag-partner. They've been friends since college and they're still together now. They're still working together. So, may ganon. Meron naman na a band na ganon na 20 years together. Tapos bilang one click. Wala.
Yeah.
But before that happened, talagang they were really close, So it really depends, So, the friendship is a case-to-case basis siguro. But it's not, like I said, it's not it's not mandatory, di ba? For the creative. At least when you say work, yun talagang ako, I can say na yun, doon hindi. For music, pwede, but other work, I don't think it's gonna fly.
Right. There are so many issues there. The power play, kagaya ni sinabi mo kanina with the bosses. Sa creative field kasi ang hirap kasi di ba parang people are looking or like wanting to somehow feel like they're one with the team, di ba? Kunyari sa mga band, and yun yung escape So when people find out na parang para rin pala silang office worker, ganyan, parang alam mo yan, parang din pala silang boundary. I think that's how they feel. That's when they start feeling bad, right? But for you guys, I'm very happy that you made it work. For years now, you have your own thing, you have your families, but still, as you said, music got you back together. And so, kanina nag-foreshadow na ako, di ba? Nabanggit ko na yung single nyo na this time. So,
galing nun.
So, yun. Balikan natin yun. Sige, how did this come about naman? How did you decide to, okay, tara nga, after some time, you're doing your own thing, pero tara, let's get back together and just do this.
Sino ako? Go. Sige. We did our reunion concert show back in 2017 ba? O 17 kasi
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, dapat
17.
2016 pero nagka-problema lang sa venue, so we had to move it back to 2017. And while we were doing that and we were planning that, since we were together again after nagkita-kita kami noon, ang tagal din namin hindi nakita before the reunion show. So we were like, hey, trip nyo? Tara, gawa tayo ng EP kahit 5 songs lang, ganyan. And I was like, and since I have my own studio, so it was easier for us now to record and do music. So everybody was game. And we did one song, the beat was produced by Kevin, DJ Amp. We released it on the same year, 2016 or 17. Just to promote the reunion then, it's called Never Stop. And then while we were recording, after the reunion concert, we did the song. Siguro after a year or 2 pa. Matagal bago kami nakapag-record. Kasi again, we never force everyone to, Joe, kailangan mo na mag-record ngayon. It's never that, It's always, game ka na? And then if he says, okay, game na ako. And then, so the process is long just because we don't set limits and we don't set deadlines, again, medyo malabo, pero that's how it works for us. So we recorded that 2018, and then I had the song for so long, and even them, they weren't really forcing me to Ray, labas mo yung kanta na. Never like that. It was really it's just there. And then finally I have somewhere down the line, nagkaroon pa ako ng idea na dagdagan ng ganito, lagyan ng horns, lagyan ng ganyan. And then when finally that came, we did that, that's when we decided na, and plus, me having my sub-label, and then sabi namin, tara, labas natin. Total, madali na ilabas ngayon since I'm, like I said, I have my sub-label. Everybody was game, Like, sige. So this time is that. And again, like if you, it's just free flowing, naturally came to this, to us promoting it and to putting it out there.
Right. I was looking at the comments nga. Tapos when you got back together in 2017, I think nung reunion nyo, like some of the fans were also saying na parang it's very nostalgic for them kasi parang hindi nag-change yung beat, hindi nag-change yung pace ng music. And so we would actually like to hear, and we're glad to have you now because we are about to listen to you, of course, to perform. Wow, talaga perform naman talaga. Their single. Ayan. This time, please, once again, a big hand for Sun Valley Crew.
Check it. Brand new. Get the SB.
Yeah. You never thought that we'd be back again. It was the proof from the valley of the sun. Recognize that we exist and we can take what it's become. This rap dish got you thinking you're on top. So we decided to get up and make moves that'll make you stop. All the bullshit and the nonsense, all the gimmicks you deliver disappear in the end. Now let me take the microphone back, put my vocals on the track, create a line of attack. Adapt to the music, the culture, we stay dedicated. Despite the changes and the slow flow that's overrated, we remain. Rise above the negativity and try to break the whack chain in this industry. Yo, this time it won't be the last time. Grab the microphone and deliver what's inside of my mind. Step into the stage, best believe that I'm never gonna hold back when it comes to my rhymes. Yo, this time it won't be the last time. Grab the microphone and deliver what's inside of my mind. Step into the stage, best believe that I'm never gonna hold back when it comes to my rhymes.
Careful not to waste words, cause this shit is important. Like my son's report cards at the end of semesters. My daughter all grown, 17 years old. She analyzed things like her daddy smelled a pot of gold. Go for the win, never let nobody pull you down. If they reach, cut them with the sharp edges of your crown. You a star, K.A., like rock for a young B. I believe in your three, like the Lord towards me. Pushing 40, but still feel the itch like I'm 20. Most stick around, cause they need something from you. Leech, die slow, cause my blood is poison. Forget entitlements, you gotta put your work in. It's all when all your kids are told to say the same shit. Cause everybody wanna be the captain, nothing less. You special, he's special, she's special. Cause God created space for all of us to get our shine on.
So this time it won't be the last time. Grab the microphone and deliver what's inside of my mind. Step into the stage, best believe that I'm never gonna hold back when it comes to my rhymes. Yo, this time it won't be the last time. Grab the microphone and deliver what's inside of my mind. Step into the stage, best believe that I'm never gonna hold back when it comes to my rhymes.
Dalawang dekada, nakaraan na parang kailan lang. Still sparking in the thought and I don't give a damn. Sun Valley represent, still rhyming. Buffer J all day, still hustling. Still delivering sick flows. I grab the mic and tell you how it goes. I stayed on the other side and never made a noise. Slow my life down, my family, my choice. It's been a long time, I never left you. You see me rapping, still do what I gotta do. Stay grounded, let go of the pain. Let the sun shine through, make it part of the rain.
Yo, this time it won't be the last time. Grab the microphone and deliver what's inside of my mind. Step into the stage, best believe that I'm never gonna hold back when it comes to my rhymes. Yo, this time it won't be the last time. Grab the microphone and deliver what's inside of my mind. Step into the stage, best believe that I'm never gonna hold back when it comes to my rhymes. Yo, this time it won't be the last time. Grab the microphone and deliver what's inside of my mind. Step into the stage, best believe that I'm never gonna hold back when it comes to my rhymes. Yo, this time it won't be the last time. Grab the microphone and deliver what's inside of my mind. Step into the stage, best believe that I'm never gonna hold back when it comes to my rhymes. Brand new track, SVC.
Yeah, SVC.
And that's Sun Valley Crew with their very live.
That was fast.
Of this time. Well, that was fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
I could hear all the positive vibes. Now it's the pandemic and, a lot of people are feeling down. It's good to hear, these very chill and relaxing music. So tell us more about it. How can our listeners, how can the viewers now actually check out your music? And of course, this time, your single.
Go ahead, Roy.
Lagi pinapasa eh.
Oo, yun lang sinabi eh. Kaya mo, kung hindi ko to kaibigan.
Wala na.
Diba? Naintindihan nyo na yun eh.
No. But yeah, this time is out on, of course, on all audio streaming platforms.
Mm-hmm.
You can stream it, download it. We also have our lyric video. The official lyric video is on the Music Colony Records YouTube channel. So please do check it out. The song is released under Music Colony Records, my sub-label, under Warner Music Philippines. So it's out there. We're just hoping that you guys like it. It was fun doing it for, while we produced it. So we're hoping that you guys can have fun with it also and enjoy it.
Right. How can they have some updates, like if ever you're going to release something new or anything about the group? Do you have your social media accounts?
Yes, yes. Of course, we're on Facebook, and
Cool.
just search for Sun Valley Crew. I think, unique naman yung ano, wala namang ibang Sun Valley Crew sa Facebook. So,
Yeah.
we'll post stuff there, and also the Music Colony Records page. If you can go there and also follow that page, the Instagram, the whole night. We announce music there. Yeah.
All right, that's about it. Sir Joseph, meron ka bang pahabol? Baka gusto mo i-break up na yung friendship ngayon?
Sabihin mo na ngayon pa lang, para magkaalam.
Okay lang yan, okay lang yan.
It was wonderful.
Baka
And,
alam mo eh. Hindi
ano
tayo
lang ba-
magkaibigan eh. Diba?
Oo nga eh. No? Ngayon
Dito
pa
na,
pala
para
yung
tapos
months.
na, para baka
Gamitan naman
magpa-interview
to,
eh.
gamitan lang to, gamitan.
Oo, sige. Alam ko naman yun.
This was a very fun coffee break. Thank you very much for of course being with
Thank
us
you.
today. I hope that you have an amazing time. Stay good friends. Sana hindi mag-end after this interview. But I'm really looking forward to hearing more of your music, Sun Valley Crew. Thank you very much, Sir Rye and Sir Joseph. And of
Thank
course
you, thank you.
to all our
Thank you, Nick.
viewers, we'll be seeing you very, very soon. Catch us again for another edition of Coffee Break Plugged In. Bye.